So welcome. My name is Heather Robertson. I am the committee chair of Troop 438 in North Smithfield. Every year we have these events and we learn all sorts of wonderful recruitment tools, all wonderful. Lawn signs, rally nights, sending flyers into the schools, attending open houses, advertising in the newspapers, websites. We know how important it is to keep those current with pictures and social media sites, and they all work really well. We've had positive results, but our favorite and most effective recruitment tool is the Scouts themselves. So that's what I'm going to share with you tonight is some friend-to-friend, peer-to-peer, bring a friend event recruitment tools, and share with you what works in our own experience. So when we hear those terms, peer-to-peer, bring a friend, what does that look like for us to do? What can we do as adults to make it successful for a scout to invite a friend? We can't just say, go invite a friend to scouting. It doesn't work that way. We need to prepare the scouts just like we do when we're selling popcorn. We need to prepare them and plan. An important part of that is talking points. The scouts need to know what it is they like about scouting, and we need that opportunity, and it should be built in regularly to our meetings for the scouts to talk about what they're liking, what is enthusiastic. On the Cub Scout level, that could be as simple as at the end of the den meeting. What'd you like? What was your most fun? You know, what are you going to tell so-and-so about scouting? Have that conversation on a regular basis. When it comes to the troop levels, usually at the end of a camp outs and some bigger events, we'll have what some troops call roses and thorns, start, stop, continue. There's lots of different versions, but you always need to have a time for the scouts to reflect on their experience. So it's in the forefront of their mind. So they have the notion of what they liked without having to stop and think about it. They know right away. So that's an important part for them to be aware so they know what they want to talk to about it. And you have to have a well-rounded program, a quality program where things are planned, intentional activities for those scouts to be able to invite their friends to. Older scouts in the troops participate in the planning of their programs. So they're already invested and excited to have these events. They get really excited when they get to plan the party aspects. So the younger scouts in the packs, the parents are doing the majority of the planning, but you can still get them excited because you need those scouts excited about what they want to bring their friend to. Some of our experience, we have done roller skating, we've done snow tubing, we've done spooky hikes, we've done lock-ins at our events, at our troop meeting place, Christmas parties, holiday parties, all of those fun things, we invite our friends to. And we make sure that those events we're inviting them to is conducive to a new scout coming. You don't want to make it a high adventure. As awesome as it would be to invite a friend to climb a mountain, not always the best choice for inviting a new friend. Something to keep in mind also is that event that you're planning, that can't be your only fun thing you do all year. We don't want our scouts just recruiting during recruiting season. We want our scouts recruiting throughout the year. So our job as committee members and scout leaders is to have, like I said earlier, a well-rounded quality program that these scouts are enjoying year-round. So they are enthusiastic and they have stories to tell. Oh my goodness, I went here and we did this. And this is where the parents come in too. You can't just go to your den meetings. You can't just go to the troop meetings and drop your kid off and the den leader's the babysitter. If you're having fun with your scout at those meetings, they are going to enjoy it. If you're involved in the games, den leaders, involve the parents in the games. Have it scouts versus parents. Take those pictures. That's the stuff you want on the website. That's what they're going to talk about. And then you know what, parents? You're going to be talking about it too. So that's what you need to do year round. Have a blast, have fun. Speaking of parents, we're all parents here, and we all know that this has happened to us before. Your child comes home from school and they got invited to Joe Schmo's pool party. They are so excited. The problem is you don't know who Joe Schmo is. Nobody does. Where do they live? What are their parents? What's the contact information? You don't have any of that. And it's the same thing goes for the events that we plan, the bring a friend events, the peer-to-peer, the friend-to-friend. We need a way for the scouts to give that information out. So as a committee, when you are planning your events, you also want to plan for the Cub Scouts. You want something material for them to give out. Again, could be the flyer, could be a little invitation, but it's something specific for that scout to be able to give to their friend. So that friend goes home, that parent has that information. And you want to make sure you have your contact information. And if it's possible for that scout, this is where the parents come in. If that parent does know the friend that that scout is inviting, reach out to the parents. Because we all know, as enthusiastic as our little scouts are and our big scouts about scouting, and they can recruit and get their friends just as excited. We know it's the parents that have to okay. It's the parents that have to bring them, transport them. It's the parents that have to fork over registration, cost for uniform. It's an investment. And if the parent's not on board, doesn't matter what the scout's going to say. We know it's a quality program. We know it's worth it. We got to recruit that parent. So if your scout has a friend that they really want to join scouting with them, the parent needs to help recruit the parent as well. So Cub Scouts need that material thing. The troops, the scouts at that level, they have their friends' contact information. Now you just need to get the parents' contact information. So they can invite them electronically. They can invite them over the phone. They can invite them in school, and they can relay the information. Some teenagers are reliable, not all of them. So you want to get that parent confirmation and confirm that, yes, this is really happening. Yes, your child is really invited. This is where it is. This is how it's going to be. However that parent responds, whether it's through social media, through their email, through their phone, as committee chair, that's how I know is now the best way to communicate with them and follow up. Another aspect of our scouts being the best recruitment tool is our Class Bs. They are a walking conversation starter. They are advertisement. So have your pack name, have your troop name prominent on it. Don't limit the scouts wearing them to just scouting events. Wear them to school, wear them to birthday parties, have something fun to talk about. A fun idea is, ask me about scouting on your Class Bs. This scout climbed Mount Washington, ask me about it. Plan those Class Bs as an advertisement. They're gonna wear them anywhere. Anyway, make sure that they have the information on there that's enticing. And parents, don't forget, you can wear them too. Get some in your size. It's not just a scout Class B. When you're at those campouts, when you're at that pack meeting, they love to match their parents. I know my scouts, when they were younger, they're all teenagers now, but when they were younger, loved having the same shirt on as mom did. So you can wear them. Your friends are going to ask you about them. Talk about it. Talk about all the fun you had with your scout at a den meeting, at the pack meeting, at the camp out, on the troop hike. So it's a wonderful awareness campaign. Even if it's not a recruitment tool and you might not recruit everybody at that birthday party, they are aware of a positive aspect of scouting and you're enthusiastic and you're wearing that shirt. So it's a great awareness campaign. As I mentioned earlier, older scouts, they communicate more electronically. Not at scout meetings, of course. They're focused and they're paying attention, but that doesn't mean we can't have electronics at scouting events. And it's really a missed opportunity for the older scouts to, if you don't allow electronics at campouts, you're missing an opportunity for those scouts to do some free advertising and some free recruiting for you. Because for our troop, we allow them to bring them because they're taking pictures. They are posting on their social media sites the fun they're having. You see them in their class A's, you see them in their class B's. They're posting the fun things. That is just a wonderful opportunity to promote scouting. Some of the sites that our scouts advertise on, well, not advertise, they post on, they have Twitter, they have TikTok, some have Facebook. Most of it is Snapchat. Of course, all of our scouts are cyberchip trained. We review those annually. We review youth protection. There are strict rules on the phone use. It's not during instruction time. And youth protection is strictly enforced and stressed greatly. And we stress the guidelines. The photo release is very important. We not only sign the BSA photo release, we also have a troop photo release. We have a troop Snapchat. We have a troop TikTok that the scouts do all sorts of fun videos on. And they have a YouTube channel, so they'll post how-tos and just really fun stuff that they share that their peers are seeing on a level that we would never be able to recruit on. So it really needs to be peer-to-peer at a troop level. We stress that the scouts need to adhere to the terms and services of those individual websites, as well as continuously following the scout law and the scout oath, because we're scouts and we need to behave like scouts at all times. Something to keep in mind, safety and youth protection, also location. It's important for, if they're sharing online, that if location is included, then it needs to be shared after the event, because we do not want to advertise where our troop is at any certain time. So that is our presentation from Troop 438 North Smithfield. We encourage you to support your scouts in talking up scouting with their friends, provide them with the skill and the talking points, the verbiage, get them excited. They need to know what to say. Have planned events to invite them to, and be able to share the pertinent information at a way that's appropriate for their age, and have them share it on social media. And don't forget, parents, post it on your social media too, your Facebook, your Twitter. Those photos of you and your kid in those matching Class B shirts at that camp out, those huge smiles, they're wonderful advertisements. Thank you.